Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hashtag my global family. This is Drea Beta, coyote walking in this world in real life, a Slow Pueblo superhero, proud two-spirit indigenous warrior. Family, today's the Monday, and yes, this coyote is what 3, 4, 10 hours late. I don't know, family. Whatever 6 to 12, 6 to 1 is. But that's okay, family. You know why? Because it's Monday and I'm here anyways. We're about to get our chair yoga for elders in, family, and showing up is half the battle. Doesn't matter for late. What is this construct time you keep talking about? Basically, family, it is an ideology of capitalism that literally commodifies your time into something that is modified, family, and that perpetuates dehumanizing practices. So I'm just saying, the more of us that challenge dehumanizing contracts like this idea of time, right? Yes, time does have to exist. There are certain constraints that do make the world go round. But I'm saying, family, is that deadline really going to end your world? Is it really going to be, DEFCON 5 if you don't turn it in exactly at that hour? I'm just saying, family, this coyote processes a lot of emotion. I do a lot of hard work in the community, fighting back against giant institutions that are basically just using us for our money, family. And that's hard work. And it takes a lot of energy out of my spirit. It takes a lot of energy out of my soul. And I am learning how to manage that, family. How do we be superheroes every single day that our communities need while making sure we stay sane? Sane, balanced, healthy, happy. Sometimes, not happy all the time, family. That is impossible. But sometimes. And to be able to actually enjoy it, right? I get guilt trips. I guilt myself when I'm too happy, family. That's kind of a little crazy, but yeah, it does happen. I think it's COVID. I honestly think it's COVID, family. I think COVID made us a little bit more crazy. Don't forget, this coyote in real life, this little Pueblo superhero, is also a medical marijuana activist, researcher, and advocate, family. I am medicated 100% of my waking hours from when I wake up until when I go to sleep at night. I no longer get the euphoric feeling, family, that typically is known for being high, quote unquote, or being under the influence of medical marijuana, but rather it helps me from up chucking my breakfast and keeps my anxiety, my depression, and my PTSD. It helps me manage it a little bit, family. It helps me manage it. And this coyote is always about superpower and super tools. So, family, today I am recovering from a lot of trauma that I exploded on Friday with that student organization. I could not afford to feed my family. It was $208 for a gallon of orange juice and $154 for a dozen bagels, family. I can't spend that kind of money. I can't go out and get donations and say, hey, oh, by the way, I also dropped $350 on 1 gallon of orange juice and a dozen bagels. It's not going to fly, family. It's not going to fly. That is ridiculous. And we are graduate students, and elitism and classist practices are no longer going to be allowed. We can no longer tolerate this, family. We have to put our foot down. We have to rally our voices and make sure that we create that change. Because if not, family, the world is going to be left to millionaires. That's it. They're going to be the only ones left with opportunities if we do not stand our ground. So I'm just saying, family, join this coyote and being the change that we need in this world. Oh, yeah. All right, family. So don't forget, this is my water pipe, also known as a bong. It has glass filters in here. Don't look too closely, family. It is kind of dirty. I did wash it out last week, family, but I used it for my birthday weekend. This is my rig. I call this little guy Mr. Monopoly. Doesn't he look like a Monopoly piece? I think so. So this is Terminator 2, because rest in peace, Terminator 1 actually got hit by one of my studio lights, family, and shattered. So this is Terminator 2. Rest in peace, Terminator 1. Thank you for your service. Because yeah, our glass pieces, and you do want to clean them regularly, family. You do want to maintain them, and you do want to be more careful because these are very expensive. These can run upwards from $100 to hundreds of dollars, right? And so every time I make an investment, and one breaks or one, comes to harm, it is a sad, sad day. So don't forget, our coyote tools, our superhero tools, help keep us sane. So yes, this coyote's gonna try to clean them out a little bit more. All right, family. And then I also have what is called butane hash oil. Look at that. Ooh, butane hash oil. This is a hybrid sativa dominant, which means that it is a hybrid butane hash oil, but it has slightly more sativa. So it is sativa dominant. And sativa, remember, family, for medical marijuana, sativa is sunny, right? Remember sativa sunny. So it's a get up and go. Indica, which is the other one, right? So it's S and I. Indica is more in the couch, right? That's how we remember it, in the couch. You're probably going to take a nap. It's a little bit more chill, calm down, and probably is going to make you sleepy. And hybrid family is obviously a combination of the two. So today we're doing a hybrid BHO that is sativa dominant. So I'm going to go ahead and take my little butane lighter. Be careful with these, family, for real. I have accidentally started a fire. Tissue box way too close. So be careful with your homes, please. This is my disclaimer. I'm a medical marijuana researcher and advocate, family. I'm not a fireman or anything, so please be careful with safety measures. Please make sure you do not endanger yourselves or those around you. Please, for real, please. Okay, be safe. Be safe of fire. All right. I am warming up my little piece. See right there in the middle? Warming up that bad boy. Woo. Here we go. Tilting it in your direction so you can see. Warming that up. Warming it up. Oh yeah. Woohoo, family. We're gonna smoke some weed. We're gonna medicate. We're gonna change the world after we do some cardio and yoga. I'm just saying, family. Oh man. Not good, family. Not good. I think we're out. Oh no. Oh no. Let's see if this one's gonna save us. Oh, double no, family. Guess what? I'll be right back. Oh yeah, I'll be right back. I need my third torch. I need my third torch. Where are you, third torch? Oh yeah, I found my third torch. Found it, family, found it. I have so many of these, like, around the house. Seriously, 3 of them. I have 3 of them. And I cannot, for the life of me, I don't know why. I'm not very good at filling them up. So I have to actually wait for the love of my life to come home and rebutane me. I know, family. It is something about holding it at the exact right angle. This coyote just ends up with liquid butane all over my hands. It is a skill to refill those up, family. So hold them level. Hold the little torch upside down. Insert the butane filler on top. Like, hold it upside down. And apparently, family, you just push down. If it's level enough, it should fill up the tank. But this coyote's always somehow off just by a little. And that's how I end up with liquid butane all over. No bueno, family. So if you end up with liquid in your hands, you are not filling it up correctly. That's your coyote smoking tip of the day. All right, family. I have warmed that up. Yes, I absolutely overwarm. I overwarm it up. I know, family. But I'm always like worried, like, oh my gosh, is it going to be hot enough? So my brother Greg, he came over this weekend. Shout out to my amazing brother Greg. We are gonna take over the world together, family. He's like, wait 40 seconds. So here we go. I don't want to take it all at the same time, so I cover it with my hand. And I keep breathing it in because it's basically gonna medicate my lungs, family. Yes, you're gonna cough afterwards, but that is also a good sign. It is a good sign because that means your medication is working. All right, let me finish this off. Be careful, family. You will get lipstick horns. Totally has happened to me before. So beware. Woo! Yes, family. And that is how you take a hit from a rig using butane hash oil, family, and a butane kitchen torch. All right, family. Don't forget, this is part of this coyote's doctoral dissertation project. Oh yeah, it's a critical race whiteness intersectional vlogging project, family. I make videos about my life all day long and my adventures as I am here on a mission from my ancestors. This coyote is gonna transform this world. I'll be president of the United States by the time I'm 64, or emperor, empress of the Americas, depending on what dystopian future we're in, family. Whew, the world is going crazy. But that's all right, family, because you are always with your global family. Never alone, always together. All right, let's go ahead and get started on our yoga. Oh, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for the yoga. Let's do the yoga. Where is my yoga? All right, family. Trying to get to my chair yoga. Booyah. All right, I got my vape pen. Check. I'm going to push my little chair backwards. Check, check. Let's get our yoga on, family.
With Adriene, I'm Adriene, and today we have an awesome chair yoga sequence for you. So you're going to need a chair, and preferably one with no arms. Hop into something comfy, and let's get started. All right, my friends. Thank you for choosing this practice. Let's begin. Sit up nice and tall. You want to get to where your feet are firmly planted on the floor, so your whole foot's on the ground. And if that's not happening for you, then you can bring some pillows or some blankets, or just find something, get creative to bring the earth up to your feet. So you can pause the video and do that. And then if you're leaning back in your chair, go ahead and sit up tall. We'll start to just slowly activate the muscles that help us find length up through the spine. So inhale, lengthen through the crown. Imagine a little marionette string just pulling you up from the crown. And let your hands just rest gently wherever is natural, on the knees, on the thighs. Then inhale deeply as you lift your heart. And then exhale, relax the shoulders down your back body. So you're just bringing more awareness and more integrity into the body, but specifically to this line of the spine, right? This plumb line, this center channel. There's all of these meridians of energy, or in yoga we call them the nadis. Not naughty, but naughty. And they run through the spine, right? Sometimes we refer to the major points as chakras, but whatever you want to rock in your mind and in your body, we're just going to take some time to breathe, to slow it down and find mobility in a way that's soft and gentle, but also really supportive and beneficial. So when you're ready, we'll start with the soles of the feet. Lift the toes, press all four corners of the feet down, and lower the toes. Lift the toes, and lower the toes. Lift the toes, and lower the toes. And one more time, lift the toes, spread the toes, and release. Great. Lift the heels one at a time, and then feel that tone, that engagement of the quad. Lift the heels, keep lifting, lifting, lifting. Lift your heart. Open your mind to a new experience. And then lower the heels. Here we go. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, lower. Good. Inhale, lift the heels. Sit up nice and tall, and exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the heels. And exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, lift the heels. And exhale, lower. Awesome. Inhale, extend right leg out just as much as you can. So you don't have to come the full extension unless it goes there, then great. But just bring it up as much as you can. We're engaging our muscles here. So draw the navel in and up a bit. And you're just going to spread the toes here, flex the foot, and then point the foot. Flex and point. It's all connected. One moving part. Flex and point. Flex and point. Two more times. Flex and point. Flex it up nice and tall and point. And now here we go. Rotating big circles here as you bring it down. One way and then the other. Cool. Other side. Extend the left leg out. So find your extension today. Engage muscles of the core to support the back. Sit up nice and tall. Here we go. Flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and point, flex and point. One more time, flex and point, and then rotating circles as you bring it down. Rotate the ankle one way and then the other, and then your foot comes down to the ground. Awesome. Okay, here we go. Interlace the fingertips. You're going to grab the right knee and slowly squeeze and lift. So imagine that femur bone. We're kind of squeezing everything in. You can use the chair to ground down and then lift up here. So we're not here, but we're doing our best to lift up through the armpit, chest, and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Okay, so everyone's will be a little bit different here. If you can't quite squeeze, you can bring a little towel, like a dish towel even, to be extensions of your arms here and hold it here. Squeeze. And then one more breath here, squeezing and lifting. And then take that right shin and you're going to cross it over the top of the left thigh. Then flex your right foot here. Bring your left hand to the outer edge of your right foot if you can, and then bring your right hand to the top of your right thigh, and we create this figure 4 here, and then sit up nice and tall. Now, if you want to deepen this and you're practicing with me and you want a little more, you can bring it to the elbow crease here and lift the leg up. Okay, but there's really no need to push it. Great. One more breath. Fabulous. We're going to come back to the squeeze. So interlace the fingertips around your right knee. Squeeze. Then we're going to slowly extend the right leg out long. So you're going to slide your hands now to the backs, to the hamstring, to the back of the leg, and extend it out super long, 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 and then bring it all the way down. Fabulous. Other side. Interlace. Here we go. Left knee squeezes in and up. Couple yummy breath cycles here. So you really got to bring the breath. Squeeze and lift. Just working where you are today. Appreciating your body in all its glory, all its beauty, all its limitations. Be thankful for this body that you have. It's the only one you got. So it's never too late to instill this relationship of kindness and love with your body. When you're ready, we're going to squeeze and lift. One more breath, and then we'll flex the foot and cross it over, creating that figure 4 shape on the other side. Grab your foot, and then left hand is going to come down to just gently guide the top of the thigh bone there around and down. So I've been practicing yoga for a long time, and the benefits are really wonderful. So I'm able to sit up tall here. But I just want to honor and recognize and let you know if you're finding that you're sweating a little bit here, just sitting up tall, you can, 1, rest in the chair, or use your breath. Inhale, breathe into your belly, and exhale, relax your shoulders to slowly start to build more stability right around this spinal column. So you can sit up tall and have a posture that isn't causing pain, a conscious posture. Take one more breath wherever you are here. Something that's sustainable posture. Cool, then interlace the fingertips. Come back to the squeeze, the big squeeze. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then slide, interlace fingertips behind, slide them behind, and when you're ready, extend your extension, extend the left leg as long as you can. Inhale, and exhale, slowly lower down. Beautiful. Hands are going to come back to the tops of the thighs, resituate, reset with a deep breath in. Exhale out through the mouth. Beautiful. Right hand comes to the outer left thigh. You're going to bring your left fingertips either to the back of the chair, or maybe you swing it all the way around. You're just going to find a little gentle twist here. You can come up onto the toes if you like for a little more leverage. Breathing deep. Imagine your inhale really traveling down to your belly. So we're not breathing up, but we're breathing down. And then come back to center, take it to the other side, nice and slow. Twist, release, flushing the body. If you really want the benefits of a twist, use that directional breath, right? Don't breathe up, but breathe, send that breath all the way down. Cool beans. Bring it back to center. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, release. Inhale, squeeze and lift. And release. One more time. And release. Awesome work. Drop the chin to the chest. Stay here, breathing deep. Wrap the shoulder blades around the back body. So really firm the shoulder blades behind your heart space. And then inhale, lift the chin parallel to the earth again. And exhale, left ear over left shoulder. Stay here, breathe deep. Great, inhale, back up to center. Exhale, right ear over right shoulder. Tag a little weight in the elbows here, my friends. Breathe deep. Awesome, inhale, come back up to center. Here we go. We're gonna slowly bring the feet over towards the right of the chair. And then you're gonna bring your right foot, we're going into warrior two, a supported warrior two. You're gonna bring your right foot firmly to the ground, front knee over front ankle. And then you're gonna use your core strength. So think up, draw the energy up, navel draws in and up to slowly walk. And you can also use your hand on the chair to slowly walk your foot out, turn the left toes in, and then slide back so your hamstring is supported here, Virabhadrasana 2 with the chair. Whoa. And then just stay here, feel it out, really drop your center, turn the left toes in. And then you can stay here with hands on the chair, breathing deep. Pull that right hip crease back, so that squeeze move we did here, imagine that. And then hands can stay on the chair, or maybe we send the fingertips out. Really working from the ground up here, lifting the chest. Now, if this is not available to you, then, so if you're here, then breathe deep directional breath. Then you're just going to bring one foot forward, kind of creating a right angle, and then the right foot to the side. So one foot forward, one to the side, and work here. So wherever you are, directional breath, breathing deep, inhaling deeply, exhaling completely, inhaling deeply, and exhaling completely. Think about lifting all four sides of the torso here. So the front, the back, and both side bodies, nice and long. Take one more breath, you got this. I know the arms are tired, you got this. And then exhale, bring the hands to your heart. Make your way back to center. Use your feet on the earth to come all the way back. So stay connected to the ground. Great, let's try the other side. Really nice work. So we'll release the hands. We'll walk the feet towards the left. Just check it out. Plant the left foot firmly and then start to walk the right foot back. You can use the chair to guide you. Turn the right toes in, really press into the outer edge of that back foot, and then use the chair to really support the belly of the hamstring here. And then open up through the hips, lift and lengthen all four sides of the torso. Maybe you keep the hands down, or maybe you send the fingertips out. If you feel good there, stay there. Or maybe you bring the foot back, and this is better for you, creating this 90-degree angle with the tops of the thigh bones and breathing deep. Okay, inhale lots of love in, love your body, love this life, explore space. So reach way beyond the fingertips here. Take energy way out beyond the physical posture. Notice where you might be gripping or holding, soften. And we'll take one more breath. Breathing really down, down, down into the belly. And then exhaling, hands to heart. Awesome work. Here we go. Use the toes, feet on the ground to come back to center. Take your time, take your time. Wonderful. Then walk your bum just a little bit closer to the edge than we had before. And we'll inhale, sit up nice and tall, release the hands, and then keep this upward current of energy. Think up and over. So actually imagine you were holding a beach ball here at your belly. So you have big ball here, and you're going to go up and over into a forward fold. Nice and slow. When you're ready, the spine starts to round. You can release the fingertips wherever feels comfortable. And you're going to bring your head towards your knees. Now you might just get this far. You might stay up pretty tall. You might need to make adjustments with where you're sitting on the chair. But you want to get to a place where you can take some solid, delicious, feel good, let go breaths. And as you inhale in here, my friends, feel the skin of the back body stretch. Can you experiment with that? Can you feel the rise and the fall? Let the breath move you. Take one more cycle of breath. Let it be full. And then first bring the hands up to the thighs. Then plant the feet firmly. Really feel the feet pressing into the earth as you tuck the chin and slowly roll it up. And then as you roll it up, feel that flash of energy, the blood flow opposite direction. And if you need to, if that was a big move for you, you can bring the hands to the chair for a little more stability, a little grounding, in case you got a little dizzy or a little head rush. Great, take a deep breath in. Exhale out through the mouth. Again, inhale in through the nose, come on. Exhale, let something go. And one more time, let's sigh it out. Inhale with sound. Wonderful, open your eyes. Take a little moment to just notice how you feel. Tap into a little inner smile, maybe even lift the corners of your mouth slightly. Then we'll bring the hands together at the heart to seal our practice. Thank you so much for sharing your time and your energy with me and the rest of the community, everyone practicing with you through this video. Let us know how it went down below. Questions, comments, always welcome. Subscribe to the Yoga with Adriene channel if you haven't already. Share it with your friends.
How are you feeling, family? How are you feeling? I'm feeling pretty darn good. Oh, yeah. This coyote, there's something about stretching your neck. Oh, yeah, family. Neck rolls are basically one of my favorite things, especially when I'm stressed out. And yeah, family, I'm stressed out. This coyote promised you some reflections on my anger. Let me lay it on the table, family. I am angry that I spent my 41st birthday weekend processing having to fight against the world's largest educational institution. They have $27 million in trust. And when I got cornered and was asked how much money I needed to provide stipends and conference panelist registration for the volunteers that literally support and lift up and educate my global graduate student family of over 6,000 family. Yeah, so when I was cornered, I said 15,000 to a graduate student. That is a lot of money. At the University of New Mexico, full-time graduate students make a little over $14,000 a year, family. That is almost nothing. So when I first shouted out 15,000, it seemed like a lot of money. I did not run the numbers, family, nor realize that 85 panelists would amount to almost $9,300. In addition, the $50 stipend would be $4,300. So almost the entirety of our budget already went to our promised support during COVID, to our amazing family of academics who are going to donate their time, educating us by being panelists for our GSE sessions. Now, family, on Friday, I was given a catering menu and told, well, no, I was given it before that. But on Friday, I was told was a deadline for our catering menu. And I open it and I am dismayed, family. I've been running the numbers and I'm like, all right, maybe have 5 grand, maybe 4 grand. All right, I can see what I could do. Maybe 7 grand. I can pull it out. If I went and I asked all the divisions to take the registrations, that would allow me to free up that additional 9,300. So that was my goal, family. And I opened the catering menu. And it's $208 for a gallon of orange juice and $154 in change for a dozen bagels with cream cheese. I can't do that. How can I run around and ask for money and be like, oh yeah, I spent $1,000 on 3 dozen gallons of orange juice and 3 dozen bagels? That's not gonna fly, family. I in good conscience can't do that. So we are gonna go guerrilla style, and I'm gonna hit up some local restaurants, do my social media outcry for help to our San Diego family. Anyone who's gonna be in the marina area, we need some ideas, family. I need a restaurant who would be willing to give graduate students a breakfast and a grab and go lunch. We can negotiate. I have around $500, family. I'm sorry. I have about $500. I'm hoping that could get us a couple hundred breakfast sandwiches and a couple hundred to go sandwiches. It would also bring in small business because hopefully then they'd come in for a drink. I need to make this happen, family. I need to make it sustainable because my annual conference is in the most expensive part of San Diego and it's $1,800 for 5 nights of hotel. It's killing our graduate student family. And during COVID, every penny is so precious. So help me, family. I would like to raise that money in order to pay for a grab and go breakfast and lunch at a local restaurant close to our hotel so that our family will have something to sustain them. Starbucks at the hotel, family, is going to be astronomical. So a cup of coffee and a bagel is probably going to be around $15. So I'd really like your support in feeding our graduate student family. I love you all. In addition, we're going to be having a celebration of Indigenous life. I had a guest speaker, family, but I'm ashamed to say I can't afford him anymore. I just can't. That makes me sad. It makes me sad that I can't afford to bring Indigenous people to my conference to celebrate our accomplishments, not only in life, but in academia and the community. The fact that we are thriving and surviving right now, but that our own fucking students can't afford to go. Shame on you, AURA. You need to be affordable. You need to remember that we are an international institution, an organization that defines what happens in education. And we serve our community. We are not here to dictate to them. We are here to serve their needs. And you have not changed or evolved with the times. COVID will no longer allow us to keep up with the same dehumanizing practices. We will not allow it. I will not allow you to keep dehumanizing our students. We are going to make some humanizing change, family, because our voices are loud. Our will is indomitable. And we matter. Don't forget, family, I am former pastor and an effort to decolonize, now just Coyote of Coyote's Lodge, House of Spirituality, Critical Race Theory, and Medical Marijuana, family. I need another dose of my medical marijuana. It has been a very difficult day. So going back to, hold on, family. I was going to do the prayer, but now I'm like, I need to talk some more. So basically, when I'm talking about how to process anger, right? I'm angry that AURA let some former students bully me. I'm angry that the ED treats it like her own little private fiefdom. Hold on, family. I should hit this first. Going back to processing anger. I am angry that AURA let those girls bully me. But then when I was thinking about it, family, What did I expect? Right? When students go and report a bullying incident to institution, what do? Right? If they admit that bullying happens within their purview, then that opens up to lawsuits. So when we look hard and at the reality of our cases, when we report incidences to offices like the Office of Equal Opportunity, we really should start looking at the rates. How many of these cases are actually found in favor of the students, in favor of the victims? This coyote is on my ninth case with an Office of OEO. And I'm telling you, it varies from discrimination based on race, gender, sexuality, even religion, family, disability, all the way to academic theft, to sexual harassment, rape. The University of New Mexico was investigated by the Department of Justice in 2016, and that online training did not fix anything, family. So I'm asking you, COVID, what costs are there to our actual communities? I am terrified about education being falsely propped up. And it's basically the false ideology, family, that education is going to solve everything, right? And that's the bootstrapping generation, and their children and grandchildren, I would say. So anyone maybe 35 and up, right? Our entire lives, we've been promised that education would solve all your problems. All you have to do is be a good person and get a couple degrees. You're going to be a professional. Everything's going to be shiny and wonderful. And then you actually get into the professional field and realize that capitalism does rule all. So you become a commodity that is bought and sold, and you basically become a product, family. You're no longer cared for. And that creates a dehumanizing cycle, because when you are a cog in a machine, you can be very easily replaced, as we have found out, as well as a majority or a significant amount of labor in the United States is part-time employment. And we have laws literally in place to give businesses advantages to keep people in sub-poverty conditions, right? If you never are a full-time employee, that means you don't get benefits. You don't get health coverage for your family. You will probably never get enough hours to actually collect a substantial wage, a substantial wage. So I'm asking you, family, we are at a rat race. And so everyone is now flooding in schools. They haven't seen drops yet. There's actually increases in enrollments depending on when you're looking. But I'm asking myself, as an academic, as a researcher, doing an intersectional analysis, the people re-entering the colleges are going to be 35 and up. And they are going to continue to prop up falsely, I don't know, 5 to 10 years. But what are those degrees going to give them at the end? Right? I have kiddos, and yes, you guys are all my kids. I have taught thousands for the last 15 years of my career as an educator, researcher, activist, revolutionary, community organizer at New Mexico Highlands, Laguna Middle School, South Valley Academy, Brookline College, University of New Mexico. I love you all. And I'm always talking about how we have to change the world through critical thinking and humanizing action. So, family, join us in the revolution. I'm just saying. So, I was angry. I was angry at AERA because I said, these people are hurting me. They're bullying me. They're doing this, that, to me. They're stalking my events. They're messing with me at my university. They're using my own university's OEO against me and saying horrible lies about me that I have to now defend myself. Egregious lies. Because when you're a critical race scholar, believe me, family, telling someone their actions are critiquing someone's actions and saying that it's maintaining and upholding the white supremacist system that we currently have in place, they will take that and say, oh, they're calling me a white supremacist. There are actual white supremacists in the world, family. There are. There's a whole bunch of hate groups. The FBI has a watch list. Check it out. There's been a rise in white supremacist groups in the United States, especially since Trump, but it's been a steady rise for decades. Anyways, and so family, they will try to silence you. They will try to weaponize institutions against you. They will try to hurt you because you speak truth and you try to change and do impossible things. And that is shameful to them, I guess. Or it is a direct attack on them somehow. To do things differently in a way that they wouldn't have done it somehow makes them seem lesser. And so they attack. They attack